मीडिया के इस तरह के इवेंट्स होते
Hello and welcome viewers, I am Pia and you're watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at the top headlines this hour. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated that troops are organizing for a major ground maneuver into Gaza City. Meanwhile, the United Nations has condemned civilian killings, warning of food and water shortages and calls for protection of displaced people across Gaza. The Israeli Foreign Minister has suggested that European countries should establish a Palestinian state on their own territory. This comes as UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer has welcomed Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas to Downing Street and has reaffirmed support for state recognition ahead of the UNGA meeting. Thailand's Supreme Court has ordered former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra to be taken to jail. The court has stated that he partially caused his prolonged hospital stay and knew that he had no severe illness. It also ruled that his hospital time will not count towards jail time, noting that his previous sentencing was improperly carried out. Chinese President Xi Jinping has met Portuguese Prime Minister, expressing willingness to strengthen strategic communication and cooperate on safeguarding the global free trade system. Meanwhile, Portugal is urging Xi Jinping to leverage China's close ties with Russia to push for peace in Ukraine. In the United States, Democrats have released a letter allegedly signed by US President Donald Trump to spend to Jeffrey Epstein, which Trump now denies. He's called the report false and defamatory and has filed a $10 billion lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal. Venezuela's defense minister has warned of heightened vigilance over US forces in the Caribbean. Meanwhile, its vice president has accused Washington of seeking to criminalize the government rather than combat crime. This comes as Pete Hegseth is visiting a US warship following the fatal strike on a Venezuelan vessel. French Prime Minister François Bayrou has lost his confidence vote in Parliament amid warnings of life-threatening national debt. This has deepened political crisis and has handed President Emmanuel Macron the task of appointing the country's fifth Prime Minister in under 2 years. Norway's minority Labour government has secured a second term while the populist right has achieved its best ever election result. Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre and allies have won 87 seats, facing challenges on tax policy and oil exploration.